Yep, I can tell already.
Today on In the Wood Yard, it's a delivery day. Here we go. Once again, it is a spectacular day here in the wood yard. It is sunny, very breezy, and it's about 45 degrees. Beautiful day here in November. And once again today, I have some deliveries that I have to do. My first delivery is for a single face cord or a third of a cord, and that's going to go into the truck. The truck's right here. And the delivery after that is for a full load. So 4 face cords or a full cord and a third of hard maple. So I backed up the trailer right here. I'm going to fill that up, and I'm going to fill up my truck and go deliver that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to load my truck up so I can go do that delivery first. And this is a longtime customer that I'm going to be delivering to. She buys a face cord every year and has for like 7 or 8 years, and I stack it for her. She's an elderly lady, and I'm going to stack wood for her. So I'm going to back right up to her area where we stack it, put it in up against the wall for her in the garage. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to deliver the other load, and that's going to also a longtime customer. Is going to Mark. You guys have seen him on the trail. This guy has probably the best firewood storage area on the planet, and he's got an area that he puts it alongside of his garage. He's got racks built, so the sun hits it all the time. It is in an area that it gets wind and sun, stays dry, really nice. He's got it. These racks all built so he can store all his wood. He always has 2 years worth of wood all the time. He's very smart. He heats with wood, and he always buys ahead. But some of this he's probably going to do some burning with, and we talked about it, and he wants to try out this hard maple. So we're going to take him a load of that, and then probably next week I'll do another load to him. But first he wants to get this one, and so that's what's going to happen. He buys usually 2 or 3 loads every year from me, and he heats with wood, so he knows his wood. He likes the good stuff. So we're going to get busy and do some wood chucking right now. I'm going to crawl into a cage here. So I'm going to throw out some of the wood that's in here and empty this out in this cage. Bert and I were just talking, all these cages that are right over here to the side of the camera and this bin here, we're going to empty all these out over the next couple weeks, because then this whole area will be open over here so we can plow snow this direction. We're going to move the pallet, so this whole area will all be open so we can shove all the snow down from the lanes, from the bins this direction. So kind of want to get this cleaned out of here. So this is one of the questions that has come up, and I've thought about too, is how do you empty the bins? Now, if I was putting these into my trailer, I could use the forks, set it in there, and then just tip them over and just kind of roll them, which I've seen guys do. What they do is they put them in flat, then take the forks, they tip it up so it's on its side, then they take the forks again, they roll it, get it upside down, then they lift it up and kind of shake it out. So that is a way to do it. But I'm just going to be filling my trucks. I'm just going to chuck them from in here out there, and I feel like I'm a prisoner in a cage right now. So it's time to start chucking some wood. So this right here is a bunch of maple that's in here. There's soft maple, which this is just for her fireplace. And I've sold her maple in the past, and she liked it. So I'm going to give her some maple. That's what this is all maple that we got this summer. Yeah, this is not the easiest way to do this. So for those of you that think totes are great, I'm not sold on them, that is for sure. But we do have the bars on here. If I took these bars off, I'd be able to move a little bit better. But there's only a little bit in this cage, so I'm just going to empty it out. And then this tote will be free for other use. There we go, that's loaded. That took 6 minutes, something like that. There's a bunch of ash in here. That's what it mostly is. Like I said, there was a bunch of maple. Saw a little bit of box elder. I saw a little bit of basswood and some elm in there. So just a mix of hardwood, that's what's in there. So I got about a half hour before I have to leave. Yeah, about 35 minutes. So I'm gonna go over to the trailer over there. You're coming with me. We're gonna go chuck in a whole bunch of hard maple and get a bunch of that done before I leave. So that way. So I'm jumping into the Firewood mountain here, hard maple mountain. And what I'm gonna do is kind of pick from the top layers here, try to work into the pile so that eventually this ends up being a peak. A lot of you have been asking me, am I gonna cover all this? And yes, I plan on covering it. But what I wanna do is kind of get the peaks that are on the outside kind of taken off so that eventually it's all sloped. And then I'll be able to run the tarps up and over. I'll probably have to put a series of them on here. And I'm gonna keep sawing it off, obviously. So I was kind of want to get these peaks worked off first. That's what we're gonna do, is just chuck some of these in. Look at that, wood in the trailer. I didn't get it all in. I chucked for about a half an hour. I got 90% of it. So I'm gonna pull out the tarp when I come back, throw that over the front, and then fill the front in here, because when the front is full, I can't get the tarp out. So I'm gonna pull that out and fill the front in, kind of fill the edges in a little bit, and then we'll put the tarp over it before we go do this delivery. But right now we're gonna go into the truck, sitting right over there, and we're gonna go deliver that 1/3 of a cord, phase cord, Rick Rank Row right now. So I just pulled back into the yard, and Bert couldn't wait to get out here and touch my wood. He's helping me fill this off, because I have to get a little bit more in here. We pulled the skirt out there, and now we're just gonna finish off getting the last probably half a face cord or so chucked in here, just to kind of fill it off so we get 4 face cords in here. And then we're gonna take it to the guy that has the best wood storage facility on the planet.
Besides mine.
Yeah, yours is right up there. There are several people that know how to do wood. Yeah, this hard maple is just awesome stuff. So Bert just asked me what this stuff tested out at, and I tested it a couple weeks ago, and it was all between 16 and 17%. I think I had one big piece I split open that was 18, and that was in the middle. So it's all very good wood. And there's a bunch of ironwood in here too, I noticed, which is great wood. It's the hottest burning, most BTU of any wood in our state. Although once in a while we'll get a stick of Osage orange, but that's pretty rare. It's more southern Wisconsin. There might be a few, and then northern Illinois, but around here, oak, hard maple, hickory, and ironwood are probably the best. I told Mark I'd be there at 3, so I'm gonna be a little late, but he'll be okay. He works right until 3, so I said I'd be there at 3. But the guys like him, this is like Christmas morning, getting his firewood.
Well, but more like Black Friday shopping.
Black Friday shopping, yeah. This is, yeah, the Black Friday shopping, that's a good one.
Because, you know, it's costing him money.
Yeah, but still, he's getting what he wants. He's buying himself his own present.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I noticed that one wire here broke. This one, not this one, the one right, no, behind you, right behind you, there's one that snapped. See that one there? That's
well,
okay.
that's straight across.
Yeah.
That shit out.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine there's a lot of weight on this.
There's getting to be less now.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of guys have been asking me, are you going to sell out? Do you have enough? Well, I hope I sell out, and I hope I have enough, but I hope I have just enough. Because you don't want to run out and not have wood, but because we were constantly working on new wood, I think will be okay right into spring into next summer. So I'll just keep hammering away at it.
Yeah, well, after pretty much dry.
Yeah, and after Thanksgiving, we'll hit doing the processor again and start working on that oak and that ash and that pile over there. So there it is. She's bulging. And there's what's left. So yeah, I'm gonna try to kind of keep taking off the edges. Like over there, I want to take all that off so that we can slope it down and I can get that tarp. So I'll work on taking those off. And then we'll get it tarped eventually. So down the road we go to the greatest firewood storage facility. Second best. Yours is the best, right?
Yeah, mine's always better.
Because I got the big crust to it. Yeah. Because really the sides shouldn't be here.
Right,
So
okay.
all that extra height.
Yeah, right. Yep, I can tell already.
Yeah, that's a great sound. So listen to this when it hits the ground. It's going to sound just like bowling pins because we were just talking that bowling pins used to be made out of hard maple. Now they're made out of some stupid resin plastic crap. But this is going to sound good.
Okay.
This will probably be played for years. People want to listen to this.
Right, right.
It's heavy. Hard maple is heavy. Yeah. And also, I'm going to show you this. There's not a lot. I know there was some right at the back. There's a probably less than 10%. There's another chunk right there. That ironwood is awesome stuff too. You just don't get much of it.
Right.
It's they're small. Well, I've had them this big, which is a big one.
Yeah.
But it's an understory tree, and the loggers can't do anything else with it because nobody wants it. But it is. You gotta watch. I'll try to pull over that way a little bit so you can miss your tree again. So there's the pile. So Mark, was that like the best sound you've ever heard?
That was a great sound.
I think
that
so, too.
was a great sound.
Yeah, better than listening to my brother with his gas, that's for sure. That is a nice pile. We dumped it as close as we could get to his storage facility, and all this wood. Now this we brought last year, right?
Yep, yep.
This was all. So this is all how old now?
Now it's a good year because
Yeah.
it was in the spring of, or in the winter of last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So and it was. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
cut after that, and then you're going to fill all this eventually too with another load?
Eventually, yeah.
And so what is this here? What do you got here?
Well, that's just something I cut off the tree.
So what was that, ash?
Yeah, I think that's just basswood. It's
Is
just
it?
real
light?
Real
Oh,
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, real
Hey,
light.
it'll burn. It's wood. So
this
let's see
is
where is this stuff going to go
This
back
is
here?
where it goes. This whole square,
Oh, geez, yeah.
this whole thing gets
So you
filled
go-
right up to the ceiling.
So front to back, and how much can you fit in here?
I'm thinking close to 8 face cord to get in here.
Well, it's probably 5. Is it close to
It's
5?
5, yeah.
So 5 feet by 8 feet.
And I'll go right into the row.
Rafters, yeah. So probably even 9 feet. So you go 5 by 9 by, and how deep is it?
That's, well, the shed is 12, I think. So
it's at least 8.
8, at least 8.
So that would be, yeah, if it's 5 wide, you're gonna get 2 full cords. Yeah, about 8 face cords, you're right. Yeah, that's about what you would fit in here if you're cramming it every nook and cranny, which I know you're gonna do. Because most guys that have firewood that burn with it, they cram it in every nook and cranny.
It's piled tight
So
in
then
here.
you stack it on here too?
Right, this is because it creates the wall. You know, it's-
sure,
You
sure.
know, this gets filled up first, and then it creates a wall.
So where did you get these at?
I got those a long, long time ago
What
at
kind are they? Shelf links.
yeah,
Shelf links, that's what those, those are cool. I like that, how those,
yeah, because that's what I had out here at first.
right, and that's
Outside.
That's what's right here too.
Yeah. So, but I
So you
kept
just
2 racks just to do this inside.
It says made in the USA, which is rare.
Yeah.
That's why you got them a long time ago. Probably not made here anymore.
Well, it's a good product.
Yeah,
so,
it's called shelf links.
So they probably don't make it anymore.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Yeah, those are nice. I've never seen those. That is a good idea.
Yeah, because I built these probably in 2000 when I moved here and started doing wood.
Sure.
That's when I got it, back in 2000.
So you got them on the top and then the middle, and then
Yeah,
these
are two.
Is this,
You know,
so
this
it
is
lifts
just
right off.
It
Oh, so
lifts
it
right.
sits there.
Yeah, it just
Oh, I
sits
see.
there. It's
So did
just,
you do that so you could take it down to get at the wood? Is that kind of why?
not really. I feed out of this section. You know, all this gets burned out first, and then I just empty these 2
Oh,
racks.
sure.
Because I'll fill these 2 first.
Right. And is
then-
it attached up above it all?
Nope, it's
Oh,
all
just
loose. It just
Oh.
it just creates a wall. That's
Yeah.
all.
What if you took? You've done it so many times you don't need to. But what if you took a
get-
a little 2x4 there so it doesn't go that way and crap out on you? Never
But
has.
never has.
Yeah.
It-
Well, that's probably because you're stacking it so well.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
never
nice.
moved.
That's nice. Very good. So are you gonna eventually go right up to the end here, or just fill
Well,
this up out
that's
here first?
the goal will be I'll intermix
this.
this with that.
Right, and this we purposely left a little bit bigger.
Yes.
And this hard maple is just a little bit smaller, so this red oak and that hard maple is going to be a really nice mix for you. I think you're gonna like it a lot. So have you started burning already?
Right there's
Right
my
there.
hole.
That's it. That's all you've
That's
used
all
so
I
far.
burned so far.
No, last year you had a whole bunch of neighborhood material.
We
gathered.
had this all full. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this gets sun all the time because this faces south, right?
And it just dries so quick.
Right. Well, and you're right up against the wall here like
Yep.
that. Plus you got a
that
little
radiant heat off that siding. Just
Yeah.
and then the wind comes in here and
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I better get going. You got work to do. Look at that. He's got a wheelbarrow ready to go and a pile of wood. Just like a kid at Christmas, isn't it?
it is.
But better.
Yeah.
So there's the wood. He's got a big job ahead of him. So are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking for the best job I ever had.
There you go. I like it.
Good night, Irene.